I have maintained all my muscle, but I've lost 34 pounds of fat.
Just a number of weight on the scale doesn't tell you enough. If you've got a big health goal and aren't sure where to start, today we're going to cover goals and then discuss compounding success.
My name's Angela. This is my brilliant husband, Dr. Ryan Russell, and we are here to talk about if you want a good life, you need some good goals. It's been an exhausting weekend, but as far as health goals, we maintain pretty well. I told my mother, no birthday cake. I want a fruit pizza, which you can make sugar-free and keto and all of that, but she just went for it and made this I guess it would be like a cheesecake because she used cream cheese and it was really thick and covered in berries, which was really awesome.
On a sugar cookie, but she used no sugar yogurt.
No sugar yogurt.
So
Good job, Mom. And then she gave me this giant protein bar, which I wanted to make the point, read your labels. Because, yes, it was a protein bar, but it had like 40 grams of carb.
yeah, how much sugar and
But if you're mountain climbing, you need that. You need your carbs if you're like a hardcore top athlete. But a lot of us think, ooh, a protein bar. But if you're not expending the calories, you don't need a 360 calories protein bar.
like I should never even breathe that thing.
I gave it to my daughter's boyfriend. He likes to kickbox and hit the heavy bag, and plus he's young, he's 23 years old.
So
These
he'll use
kids
that
can
up.
take a lot of carbs and calories.
You know, one thing we did is we planned ahead. Okay, if she made something that's full of carbs, full of sugar or something.
I didn't know what she was making for dinner. I thought if she bust out a lasagna and be like, Mom, gotta go home. But she made salmon and rice and broccoli and salad, and it was excellent.
I asked ahead of time what we were having, so I'm like, okay, we're good.
I was like, hey, could you email my mom just to find out so they could be in cahoots and plan my little birthday party? Thank you. You guys did so good.
Yeah, but your mom did all the work. And we made sure to bring our own drinks just in case there was something.
We did. We brought our BYOB, our own beverages.
That's right, sugar-free. So that was what we did because we want to keep it our goals.
Because my weigh-in day, I'm currently on a plan to drop some body fat. And so we have a scale which measures more than weight. Like weight is just a teeny little part. It measures
visceral fat, subcutaneous fat.
like muscle mass.
That's incredible.
That is a big deal, especially for women of a certain age, because there's all these things out there, how to lose weight, but on our program, people retain like 98% of their lean muscle mass, which is critical.
That is critical. I love seeing your statistics and seeing the graphs change.
The weigh-in day is, I'm going to say morning now, tomorrow morning. I put all the dates of Sundays on the calendar, but we're going to do morning because you're supposed to weigh in the morning.
Okay, well.
So tomorrow, first thing, we're going to see.
All right.
How I did birthday weekend.
Fantastic. But yeah, it's such an important thing. We give one to our clients now so they can track it. And that does apply to
goals. Speaking of which, let's talk about goals.
Angela, could you give us an example of a good goal versus like a bad goal, or maybe this doesn't fit
goals, what you want to accomplish, they're all good, but we have to make sure they're specific and measurable. We've heard of SMART goals. We've heard of FAIR goals. I don't know what that means, but if it's specific and measurable, because the new year's coming up. How many people, I'm going to lose weight this year. This is my year. I'm going to make a lot of money. What are the other ones? It's basically lose weight and make money are the main. Find love.
Yeah.
We've already found it, but lose weight is not a goal. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to lose 20 pounds by March by walking every day, by cutting out carbs and sugar. Like these are measurable goals you can. So just, I'm going to lose weight is not really, it needs to be more specific because that's just a wish. Dream is a wish your heart makes type of thing.
And if somebody watching it, like if it's writing that book you've always been talking about, I've done that, but you have to have something to track, something to follow.
You've got to track. Yeah. Are you going to write 20 pages a day? Are you going to work on it from this time to this time, 3 days a week? It has to be specific. And that's how you can track and measure and progress.
Yeah. And before we talk about like figuring out the specific and the measurable parts, it's very important to break long-term goals down into micro goals or smaller steps to get there. So that's an example. We're using 20 pounds.
By March, it's on the daily. I'm going to work out 3 times a week. I'm going to walk a mile every day. Things like that move the needle forward. Or like Ryan was saying, if you're going to write a book, 20 pages a day, something you can track. And you know what? This isn't working out or I'm not making fast enough progress. You can regroup, maintain the same long-term goal, but breaking it into daily doable activities is the key.
That's a long-term goal. The way to break that into micro goals, which Angela just talked about, is you walk. So, girl, I'm going to do a goal to walk a mile every day this week.
I hope you make that goal.
That you're like, yeah, I'd love to make that goal. Or I'm going to not eat this, or I'm going to work out. All these, set those smaller micro goals.
Well, and in measuring, so the top layer of our wedding cake is still in the freezer. So I thought, well, maybe I'll take it to my mother's on my birthday and eat it. But then I was like, every week I've got my little chart in the bathroom and the pounds are going down on my little chart. And I thought, you know what? I am too far into this and too close to my end result to bust out that
I think
red velvet cake from the freezer.
like
So that can wait.
having it up on the mirror like you do. That's an awesome idea. That way you can look at it and see it all the
I
time.
wrote all the dates of every Sunday in a column, and I wrote my weight. Each week I write my weight. But then we've got our little chart from our body composition scale, which gives me a lot more data. But at least the weight numbers is something I can see every day. And I wrote, "You could do it." You can write whatever you want on your mirror. Good stuff to motivate you, so you keep it in your head. Because
Yeah.
if you're like me, you forget what your goal is, and you're like, "Oh wait, I just ate that red
Yeah.
velvet cake, and I forgot I was
Oh, yeah.
on my way to optimum health, and now I got to start over."
Yeah, you've got to remember what your goal is because it's easy to forget in the moment. It also makes to be careful what kind of marker you're writing with.
Dry erase works great.
Yeah.
But a permanent marker's not bad. It's okay to put "you can do it" in a permanent marker.
Well, you can do it, but I don't know if you want to write all your a whole bunch of stuff.
The next guy who moves in is gonna go, "Wow, that chick lost weight every week."
I'm going to call her. I need to lose weight too. And what this does by having these smaller micro goals, it leads to something I call compounding success. There's a lot of names for it, but when we set some big far off goal, it can seem like we're not going to be able to reach that. It's just so big. And so 20 pounds right now, to lose 20 pounds in 3 months might seem like it's huge. But as you go week one, oh, I did this every day this week.
Or I stayed it's about the journey. I did the things and the results will come. Sometimes you have to focus on just the daily activities.
Yeah, but then as you've done it, your brain is automatically saying, "Hey, I did this. Look what I did." You do the next one, and
You're believing you're inching towards it, and your belief builds, and then your habits get solidified, and you're doing the things in order to reach the big goal. I thought of something when you were talking about the big goal. So I was in Mary Kay for a long time, and I just wanted to be my director's like, "Why don't you focus on what you're gonna do each day? First get to be a sales director, and then 'cause there's levels and layers, and I just wanted the Cadillac, but I had no daily activity to get me there." So I was like, "Nope, don't have the Cadillac again this year." Like, but I hadn't earned it. I hadn't done anything to get it.
yeah, it's like your brain's every time it's like, "Oh, well, see, I
Right.
can't do
You
that."
have to keep your word to yourself. I don't know if you realize how important that is. But when I decided, like, I'm gonna get on the health plan, I'm gonna not eat the chips and the Oreos in the cabinet, like, at 9 p.m. every night. When you eat those Oreos, you just lied to yourself and you just dissed your own self. Would you lie or not keep your word to your dear friend or your mother or your child? You gotta keep your word to yourself also. You are that important.
Yes, and after you've completed those goals, after you get there, there's like, "Oh, that pink Cadillac's not too far away." Or like, "Hey, it's March. I lost 21 pounds. What can I do in 3 more months?" So then that compounding success, then you get a momentum going.
Momentum.
Watch any sporting event, a momentum is super important.
Gotta put your rally hat on.
Yeah, you don't wanna get your momentum
And then you
messed up.
can beat all those who come against you.
Yes, pretty soon we're gonna have more Angela's inspiring thoughts. But we know that you can do it by making specific goals, measurable goals,
I like what you said, micro goals.
micro goals. Thank you. I like
Because
that.
they're all steps to the next.
Yes, anything you do that leads somewhere else, it's a goal. It's just maybe not the big one, but
Your little goals add up to your big goal.
micro goals lead to
Macro goal.
macro. Okay, or climbing Mount Everest, whatever.
Yes. One step at a time.
But follow these steps.
Follow our brilliance because we know of what we speak.
Yes, and if you have questions or maybe you want help with your specific thing, send us a message on Facebook at Life of Positivity or comment on the video. We'd love to hear what you're working on. But the key thing is, Angela, can we do this at the same time?
You can do it.